ASI is 2017, SecurityGuardRadio.com, SecurityGuideTV.com. Chuck Harold, my new guest, Mark O'Grady.
Correct.
Part of the Irish Cousin Club.
Yeah.
All right, Export.gov. I am really kind of fascinated by this. I can't remember the gentleman's name I had on a couple weeks ago for the show, from your organization as well.
Oh, Joe Halecko.
There you go.
Yeah.
I didn't know this thing existed. I didn't know that this seems, for government organization, no offense,
Right.
very friendly. Like, hey, we want to help you guys make money. That's the greatest thing in the world. Tell us what you guys do.
Well, I mean, in 1980, a book was written about us called The Best Kept Secret in International Trade.
Okay.
And effectively, nothing has changed because we're the government. We don't do a good job of advertising.
Right.
And so being here today is a real help for us, and we really appreciate
Great.
your work. The commercial service has existed now for about 40 years. It is a international network. I am in the international division.
Right.
But our strength is our domestic offices, where we have over 100 located in every major commercial center in the United States.
Wow, that's a lot
You
of
can
them.
find them in the blue pages.
Yeah.
They're called U.S. Export Assistance Centers.
Okay.
And so I've had the opportunity to work in our office in Minneapolis and our office in Denver, Colorado, and seen how that works. They get to know the companies in their regions.
Okay.
And then they find out where the best opportunities are for those companies to sell overseas.
You're literally like a salesperson for the companies, kind of.
Exactly.
Yeah.
I guess the old saying is we don't have to eat what we kill.
Okay.
And
Right.
that our job is to help the companies
Right.
to make the right partnerships. The keeping companies out of harm's way and financial harm's way is what our role is.
Well, and also kind of the other way, because if you go to work in an area that you guys know aren't physically safe, you're not going to recommend it's a good place to do business.
Absolutely.
And that can help them save money too. That's fabulous.
Well, we follow the money.
Yeah.
And sometimes there are places that are dangerous that also have a lot of money.
Okay.
So you'll find us there too.
All right.
And one of the services that we do is called a Gold Key service. And like the name implies, we effectively work with you 4 to 6 weeks in advance minimum, find out exactly what it is that you want to accomplish in that country.
Right.
And then we'll go about scheduling a day of meetings for you and build in all the logistics that are necessary, time traveling between meetings, whether interpreters will be needed at the meetings, whether security requirements mean we pick you up at the airport, we take you to your hotel. These
Sean,
are all built together.
we got to get this.
Yeah.
We got exportsecurityguidetv.com.
Well, that's I was sitting there. He was showing me the equipment. I'm really interested. We should bring it overseas.
Well, this is really interesting. Now, let's talk about my show as an example. Now, I produce intellectual property, and I wouldn't think of exporting, but really, Disney has to export DVDs. There's a product there. It's not a widget, so to speak.
Right.
But do you handle widgets and intellectual property or services?
Services.
Anything like that
yes.
can be, quote, exported.
Right.
Okay.
Services is really one of our strength areas
Really?
now,
All right.
especially in the United States. Saudi Arabia, for example, had sort of a limited media industry,
Right.
but has a government agency for creative arts and media,
Wow.
trying to get more thought process
Yeah.
into it, helping to create leisure activities for the citizens, which really has not been something the country had much of.
Right.
So that's an area where we're seeing a lot of expansion. We're working with there's 2 different government agencies, as I mentioned, the Government Agency for Creative Arts and Media and the Government Entertainment Authority.
Well, we got to get on that action, Sean. We got to get in there and get Security Guide TV on there. That's only half joking, too, by the way.
Right. No, I'm interested.
Now, let me ask you this. My mind is racing. I have so many questions. This is just fascinating to me. What kind of background do people in your organization have? Because really, you guys are wheeler dealers, deal makers, business people. I mean, it's not a normal group you'd find in the government to me.
Right.
Yeah.
I started out with transportation management.
Okay.
And doing international shipping. I won't go into the long story, but I had an interaction with the commercial service, then went back to school, saw them advertising and started looking at it from that perspective.
Yeah.
But I've worked for the Departments of Energy, Commerce, and Transportation,
Okay.
always doing international trade-related activities. You mentioned intellectual property. That is also a very big part of what we get involved in.
Sure, because there's
from the
piracy
embassy
and
level.
things. You got it. Yeah.
Exactly.
Very interesting.
So a large part of what my job also includes addressing issues like that. We also, the government is a monolithic group. It's hard to understand.
Right.
So that's our domestic colleagues. I always said their job is, they may not be the person you need to talk to, but they're the second to last phone call you'll need to make.
Okay.
In that they know our group. So in Kuwait, we have an IPAR attaché who covers all across the Gulf, the Gulf Cooperation Council. So for IPR type issues, you've got that person. When it comes to export licensing controls, which a lot of the equipment at the ASA show are going to sometimes run up against,
Right.
we have a person based out of Dubai who is our export licensing control person. And so they also can help in dealing with it at the regional level. But again, we have the U.S. network.
Right.
Those same kind of people are also located in our U.S. Export Assistance Center.
So Export.gov, my brain went to exporting shampoo,
Right.
right? Not what we're talking about. Goods, services, intellectual property, trade, all those sort of things. Let's apply it to ASIS, or what we're doing right now. A lot of security companies here. An easy one would be, I manufacture gate control arms, right? And I got to make sure that it's not some secret squirrel government, code we're shipping out. We can't ship out
Right.
Microsoft Word, those guys. I get that
Right.
part. But a small consultancy. He's an expert in aviation security, and he wants to do business with somebody in Saudi Arabia because he thinks he can add to his expertise in their aviation field.
Exactly.
This is the type of guy that's going to call you guys and say, listen, can you hook me up with somebody that runs the small regional airport in Dubai or something like that, right?
Exactly.
That's fantastic. You guys, listen, this is fantastic stuff.
Well, I do want to
Unbelievable.
limit. One of my companies was the Mane and Tail, the people that make the big bottle horse shampoos. So we do that. We do that as well.
Just a lucky guess. Just a lucky guess. That's good shampoo, by the way.
It is.
We, when I was a boy, we were very poor. We had a lot of kids, and we had a horse. And Mom used to bring that home to use once in a while.
See, yeah.
It cleans your hair very well.
And it
Mark,
comes in a big bottle.
Mark O'Grady, Export.gov, Export.gov. The U.S. commercial.
U.S. and Foreign Commercial Service, we are called U.S. Export Assistance Centers in
Okay.
the U.S. There's one nearby you. Blue pages of the phone book, or go on Google, put in local U.S. Export Assistance Center.
And I know you
They'll
guys are
bring
watching
up.
live, so there's one near me, Mark, right here. Come on by the ASIS hub and talk to Mark about this stuff, and we're going to talk about getting Security Guy Radio overseas.
Absolutely.
I've been listening to
We're gonna be
100
talking
companies.
a little bit more.
100 countries right now. Listen to me.
Yeah,
I want more.
Okay.
Excellent.
We're
Back
there.
in a minute here at ASIS 2017 and SecurityGuyTV.com. Take us
It was an
out,
honor.
Sean.
Thank you.
Thanks, my friend.
Okay. All right.